Paar Tage ist sie jetzt alt, die Saison 2021, 2022. Zeit also jetzt mal ein bisschen darauf zurückzublicken. Das Ganze, das tun wir mit dem Kapitän von Borussia Bamberg, mit Christian Senkfelder und mit dem Cheftrainer, mit Oren Amiel. Und den begrüße ich jetzt mir gegenüber. Coach, hello, nice to have you here.
Hi, thank you.
Some days ago we finished the season 21-22. Just to summarize, from your point of view in 3 sentences. How was it?
Challenging, emotional, and the good is about to come.
Then let's have a look back to your beginning here. It was a kind of roller coaster. Can we say
Yeah,
it like that?
100% right.
Yeah. So what have you found when you come to Bamberg?
First of all, I must say that the characters were there to accept me, to have me there, and to help me. And I think this is not something you can take for granted. And I think we started to build up something, even though the result in the beginning was not there. But we felt we're moving forward. I remember until the game in Hamburg away, we felt really that we catch it, and if I try to really understand each other. And then, like when you talk about roller coaster, I think this is the moment when everything break apart, just fall apart, when we have these injuries and COVID came, and then we had to start almost all over again. And it's a big lesson in general. The last 2 years was a big lesson regarding planning. You have to become flexible, and the players, the character of the players, were fantastic regarding this. Because we have to change a lot during this situation, and I think they helped me a lot.
You spoke about the game in Hamburg. Was it clear for you before the game that there was a little click in the heads of the guys, that they understand now better your view of the game?
I think if you can review my interviews after the first 4 to 4, 5, 6 games, I always said we are on the right track. Even though we lost, you can go back to these press conferences, and I felt we are on the right direction, even though we lost and we didn't win in the beginning. And I think that game was basically marked the work we did until then. And we felt it. We felt that we controlled the situation, that we understand each other. I took a little bit, I have to say this. When I just arrived, I had a lot of, it's the first time for me to jump in the middle of the season and take over. And I had to figure out with myself, with either I'm trying to try to connect a little bit the dots and see how to win the next game, or to really try to create my strategy and my philosophy. And I decided to go with my, even though it's a big risk.
But you decided before coming here,
Yes,
or
before.
after you
No.
knew all the players?
Before I came
Okay.
here, it was a talks between my left side and my right side. And eventually I decided that I cannot be someone else, and I have to. I watched the team a lot, of course, before I came, so I knew what to expect more or less. And I think in Hamburg I got the stampa that my decision with myself was the right way. But then, like you said, everything changed, and we had to find the new direction again.
And then what or when was the point for you that you thought at the end? So we finished the season, the main season, with 9 out of 11. Was there some day, some point in the practice where you thought, now we got it?
No.
Or was it a process?
Yeah, I tell you one big motto that go in front of me all my life. Winston Churchill once said that character is maybe manifested in the great moments, but it's made in the small ones. It means that every day, when I see the guys every day on practice, sweating, suffering, but do it with a smile and with dedication, I know that we have the right guys to create something, okay? Especially from the personality point of view. So I cannot tell you back that I really knew what is about to come, but I have the feel, I felt it with the coaches staff behind me, that we can create something. And I think the moment we catch this mentality of no matter what, first of all, play hard. We also created some relationship with the fans, and it gives us the boost and the belief that we can create a good future for us. And then, you know, when we had this last run, at some point we felt we got it, you know, but I cannot tell you, I cannot point on some, you know, event. I can, when I review things, I can see here and there the signs, but I cannot, you know, it will be a lie if I can tell you I felt it in this point or not.
You talked about the fans and the relationship. I think we always talked about in the last couple of years about this Bamberg style of basketball, this dedication, this hustling, this to leave everything on the court. And that's what the fans expect, and on the other hand, what the fans respect. Then, even if you lose, was it for you that the point that you've seen that you have brought back the joy to the fans? Because for me, it was they came in the arena and watched a basketball game just because they had their season tickets, maybe. But at the end, there was something stronger because they saw, really, they leave everything on the court.
Yeah. I think the most important thing is to be you. And I didn't change myself. I know the way I coached before, and the things that I believe in, this is the things that I try to transform to the players. Of course, there was some lack of confidence when I came, you know, but step by step we try to give the trust to the guys, you know, that we trust them, that they are capable to do great things. And the moment they felt it, it was easier for them to perform. And we mentioned it before the fans. We have responsibility to ourselves, you know, as a basketball players and as professionals, because you cannot control many things, but you can control your effort and your energy. And this is something that I mentioned from. It's part of my philosophy, really. It's about a will, it's about the dedication, it's about never give up. And I think when the confidence was there, it was easy for the players to perform and also to trust each other, which was very important. And I must say that even in the tough moments that we had, we never have players that play the blame game, you know, point fingers and blame people. They always kept together. They always kept helping each other. It was impressive to see, you know, especially in the tough moments when sometimes we didn't even have 6 guys to practice.
And because of that, at the end, was it a successful season for you?
I don't want to put titles on this, you know. I think. You need to evaluate the process and to evaluate the work you do or the team does. And I think if we just remember when we were 2 months ago when it was a lot more fog in the air, that clear view. We just make a decision that we're going to really take it one game at a time, do what we have to do, enjoy what we are doing. We always say, you know, hit and smile. You know, don't suffer there. I mean, you suffer anyway, but all with the proportion to life. You know, because life in the end we play basketball. Some people get at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning and go to the field, or I'm not talking about even suffer from war or from hunger. So in the end of the day, it's you have 2 hours a day or 3 hours a day to dedicate yourself to yourself and to the team, to the club. And the moment we put the pressure aside, and we said we take it one day at a time. Practice, one more practice game, next one. We got a little bit of a relief, and we are more able to perform better. And I think it helped us.
Then let's leave the 21-22 season behind and have a look forward. Will be a busy summer for you, won't it?
Yeah, it will. It's a big summer, an important summer, and we're going to put all the effort to create the team that we not going. This is the wishes, you know. Not only going to like this. I want the people to love the team, you know, because there is the club and there is the team. The club is there forever, and the team changes every season. Yeah, we want to put a team that have some relationship and understand what is Bamberg, and bring the mentality of this. And it's going to be challenging because to put guys together, it's like a social gathering. You know, you bring people from different places in the world, different cultures, and this is the art, to build something that is bigger than the individual. And it's going to be challenging, but you know, I think the staff we created it's strong and experienced, and I have a good feeling about it.
You mentioned the staff. There will be some little or big changes, however you want to see it. So Hilke and Dominic Theodoro will leave the club, but there will be a new assistant for you.
Yeah, it's just to see how lives can take you. It's just incredible. I was in 2010. I was assistant coach in Nürnberg, and I got a mail from a guy named Arne Voltman. He was assistant coach back then for Fleming in the EuroLeague times, asking me if I can leave him in the hotel in Braunschweig, a CD of a game against Braunschweig, because they're going to play them the first game on the season. And to sit here 12 years after, to be the head coach of Bamberg with Arne and Stefan with me, this is something that it's fascinating, you know, and it's just mind-blowing. So I know Arne for many years. We had some kind of relationship as colleagues, of course. And when we met, it was like from the first minute I know that we can work together, and I'm going to use his knowledge, experience, which is huge, obviously.
You said to me right before we came here at the lunch date that you need a challenging assistant coach. So in Arne Voltman, who has won I don't know how many titles, you will find it.
First of all, I don't want to disrespect the staff work with me. I think Arne and Stefan have a lot of experience in I mean, they were in places that I never been. You know, they played against the best team in Europe, in the top competition.
But they never were Basketball Champions League Coach of the Year, both of them. Huh?
Yeah, I need to bring something also to the table, you know. Yeah. But this experience of I don't know. I mean, it's endless. The list is like forever for them with the titles, and also not that they also worked with great coaches, which is also huge, you know. I mean, to sit in the office and to talk to Stefan about ideas of Trinchieri or Fleming, or it's not something you can take for granted. And I think it will be a good combination, you know, because as you said, you know. I want the conversation in the office to be challenging. I don't want to be. I'm not a dictator. I'm a teamwork guy, and I want to have a discussion. In the end of the day, I need to take the decision. This is logic. That makes sense. But I want to have the discussion and a challenge, you know, for me to see different view of different situations and to talk about it. And I know that Arne are going to give me that.
Last questions. What can the fans are looking for in the next season?
Ooh.
Why should they buy their season ticket right now?
First of all, you know, talking now before we know the roster, it's a little bit weird. But the way I see basketball, it's have to be connection with fun. Otherwise, it's for me it doesn't make sense. That's why I'm trying to build always the system of playing. It's always trying to be with a lot of creativity, with a lot of up-tempo game, with a lot of opportunities to everybody to think sometimes out of the box and not to go, like head in the wall. If the players doesn't have fun, they cannot perform. That's my opinion. And this is the situation we want to. And this must come together with the will, and with the dedication. That first of all, you are a professional basketball player. You need to respect your job every day, and to give everything you can. Second is for the club, and then it's for the fans, because in the end of the day, we bake the cake during the week, but in the end they want to see the tasty cake, or to taste a good cake in the end, and we should provide them this. The product should be good. So we want to have this team of running team, playing intensity with joy, that fights, and never give up, no matter what the circumstances. And this is the things we're going to be focused on, how we recruit the guys. And hopefully we're going to get some luck also, and to create something nice.
Große Bamberg TV. Spielberichte, Livestreams, Interviews und Stories.